In the sunny town of Sunbliss, summer was everyone's favorite season. The skies were always blue, the flowers bloomed in every color, and children played from morning to sunset, laughing under golden rays. The ice cream melted and then froze again. The fountains turned to icicles. The flowers closed their petals. "What's going on?" shouted the mayor. This has never happened in Sunbliss before, but Lena wasn't afraid. "Here, take this. It will guide you on your path." He waved his hand and a silver bracelet materialized in his hands. It was cool to the touch, yet radiated warmth. Just when Lena's hope began to dwindle, she spotted a faint glimmer of light through the dense foliage. Pushing aside the branches, she emerged into a clearing bathed in a warm, inviting glow. In the center stood a magnificent oak, its leaves a vibrant emerald green. Unlike the other trees in the Whisperwood, it seemed untouched by the oppressive heat. As Lena approached, she could feel the air around her growing cooler, a welcome respite from the sweltering heat of the forest. Reaching out, she touched the rough bark of the oak, and a jolt of energy surged through her. The tree rumbled, not in anger, but with a deep sense of wisdom and age. A gentle voice echoed in her mind. "Welcome, Lena. I have been waiting for you." Startled, Lena whirled around, searching for the source of the voice, but saw no one. "Who's there?" she called out, her voice trembling slightly. The voice chuckled, a sound like rustling leaves. "Do not fear, child. I mean you no harm. I am the guardian of the oak, and this is the hardwood, a place where seasons meet." Lena's eyes widened with wonder as she looked around the clearing. The ground was carpeted with flowers and plants that seemed out of place in the scorching summer heat. Here, amidst the whispering leaves, Lena found not just a haven from the heat, but a possible solution to her problem. With a smile, he placed it on her wrist. Following the winding path, she soon found herself standing before a shimmering pool of water. Its surface, however, was not calm. Instead, it churned restlessly, reflecting the chaotic state of the seasons. As Lena gazed into the depths, she saw not just water, but a swirling vortex of raw natural energy. The air crackled with power, hinting at the immense forces at play. Reaching out, Lena hesitated. The energy felt overwhelming, dangerous. Yet she knew that to restore balance to the seasons, she would have to dive into the heart of this chaos. Taking a deep breath, Lena prepared to make her move. She knew that the fate of Sunbliss, perhaps even the world, hung in the balance. With a determined nod, she stepped forward and dove into the churning waters. "This is my spirit animal, Milo," said the winter spirit, gesturing to a small white cat with icy blue eyes. "He will help you too." Milo rubbed against Lena's leg, purring warmly. She knelt down and stroked his soft fur. "It's a deal then," she said, standing up. "I'll find the crystal of summer." With Milo by her side, Lena stepped back through the ice door and into the familiar world of Sunbliss. The summer heat was almost overwhelming after the icy cave, but Lena pressed on, determined to restore balance to the seasons. She held the little snowflake in her hand, and it glowed softly. However, instead of the tranquil forest she expected, they found themselves in a place transformed. The trees seemed angry, their branches clawing at the sky, their leaves rustling ominously. The playful babbling of the stream had turned into a raging torrent. Even the sunlight filtering through the trees had an eerie glow. As Lena cautiously moved forward, she realized the Whisperwood was no longer a place of tranquility. It had become a reflection of the imbalance in the seasons. Suddenly, a twig snapped behind her. Turning around, Lena found herself face to face with a squirrel. Its usual bushy tail had shriveled into a thin, dry stick. Its cheeks, once plump with food, were now sunken and dusty. "Where is everyone?" Lena asked, her voice echoing in the unsettling quiet. "They've gone," the squirrel rasped, its voice like the rustle of dry leaves. "The heat, it drives them all away. Only the bravest or the most desperate remain." Taking a deep breath, Lena pressed on, determined to reach the crystal of summer and restore balance to the seasons. She knew that the true test of her courage lay ahead. She followed the glow up the hill behind her house, where she found something incredible. An ancient door made of ice, hidden inside an old tree. Wondering what lay behind it, Lena took a deep breath and stepped through. But one day, something strange happened. On the hottest day of the year, when the sun was shining the brightest, a single snowflake fell from the sky. Glowing blue crystals covered the ground, and snowflakes danced in the air, each one sparkling like a tiny star. In the center of this winter wonderland was a large tree frozen in time, and at its core, a boy lay sleeping inside a frozen bubble. His skin was as white as snow, and frost covered his dark hair. He was so peaceful, like an ice sculpture brought to life. A gentle voice whispered in the air, "Who dares disturb the slumber of the winter spirit?" Lena started. She hadn't seen or heard anyone. "I'm sorry," she said softly. "I didn't mean to wake you. I'm Lena." She took another step forward. The voice spoke again. This time there was no frost, only warmth and kindness in its tone. "Your heart is pure, Lena. You mean no harm. Tell me, why do you seek the spirit of winter?" Lena thought for a moment. "I saw the snow falling in the middle of summer and followed the cold. I found this door and you. Why are you trapped inside this ice, Mr. Winter Spirit?" The voice sighed. "Long ago, I was trapped here to keep the seasons balanced. But someone broke the spell and now winter is waking too early." Lena gasped. She looked down and saw footprints in the snow. Someone else had been here recently. Who could have done this? And why? Before she could ponder the question further, the winter spirit continued. "If spring arrives before I return to my icy slumber, balance will be broken forever. The seasons will be out of sync and chaos will reign. Only the crystal of summer can restore order. It's hidden deep inside the cave of seasons. If you retrieve it, I can be returned to my sleep and peace will return to the land." It landed on the nose of a girl named Lena, who loved to collect rare things. "It's cold," she whispered, catching it in her hand. Then came another, and another, and before anyone could understand what was happening, snow began falling. In the middle of summer, people ran outside in sandals and sun hats, confused and shivering. She found herself in a magical place. Lena didn't hesitate. "I'll find the crystal of summer." The winter spirit smiled. "Thank you, Lena. I am grateful for your help." Following the directions given by the winter spirit, Lena and Milo ventured into the nearby Whisperwood. As the day wore on, the forest grew darker and the air thicker. With renewed determination, Lena pressed on.